What we have realized in industry after industry is that there is not, in a developed economy, there is not a model that works well that doesn't involve decentralized control, putting decision-making close to clients and customers. Command and control only works for a time in a developing economy. The only model that works, I want to say it again, is decentralized control. And in that model, your role as a leader, you have 3 jobs and 3 jobs only. The first is to hire well, and to spend a lot of effort and time on that, because if you make a mistake, you have to look it in the eye every single day and watch it screw up until you take care of it. And you know, everybody says, you know, well, maybe attrition will take care of it at a larger firm. Just remember this, when a ship goes down, it's the rats that leave last, okay? The rats leave last. Anybody who can swim gets off first, okay? The next thing is to train well, because I can't stress this enough, whether it's not just skills training, but financial training, cultural training. I heard a lot about culture in the last session, some of the other sessions when I did interviews with folks. If you're not training on decision-making, culture, collaboration, you're missing the boat here. Because in a decentralized model with clients where decisions are being made close to clients and stakeholders, these employees are making thousands of decisions every year that affect your margins and affect your relationships long term. Don't you want them to be smart? I was giving a speech to a group of small manufacturers. I'm sorry, they were people who owned small manufacturing firms. They weren't like tiny manufacturers. Recently, it was quite a lively group. I was talking about the importance of training, and I actually had somebody pop up in the back of the room. This doesn't happen very often. Pops up and says, you know what, you're talking about this training. He goes, I've heard this before. He said, I heard that before, and let me tell you what happened. He goes, we decided we can't afford training, because every time we train somebody, as soon as they get good, they leave. So we had to stop. I'm sitting here going like, well, I'm a guest. I don't want to be rude, but... And fortunately, this group was really crazy. Somebody else popped up, stood up and said, you know, I have to tell you, that is about the best employee retention strategy I've ever heard. We keep them so ignorant that nobody wants to hire them. I could have kissed the guy, you know? I just could have kissed him at that point. So if you do the first 2 well, if you hire well, if you train well, then the bonus is you get to just get lost. Because your idea is to go think big thoughts and think of the next big thing. Because if you've hired the right people and trained them the right way, then they are going to do the job better than you ever could yourself. So that's all easy to say, right? Why is it so important? Well, the reason it's so important is because what we're finding right now is that the way that your frontline workers and the way your employees interact with clients is even more important than we thought before.